Hello, gamers. Hope all of you have had a good day and are not tired, because I am a little worn out. But yeah, looks like we're playing Dark Souls, brought to you by Tencent tonight. I'm pretty sure Tencent has an investment in Team Ninja, right? It seems like they have an investment in everyone these days. Hey Dart, how are you? I'm struggling to sleep. I picked up some DVDs? What year is it? Whew. DVDs and tweaked my back. I'm only 23, I should not have this problem. Age doesn't really determine when you can have back problems. Sometimes it's genetic, some people are just predisposed to back problems. Sometimes you just have very bad luck. Hopefully just a muscle though, and not an actual physical bone spine problem. Like pulling a muscle in your back is pretty common, everyone's done that. And those are, it's not a big deal. It's only when you have slipped discs or herniated discs or something that you have to worry. But never convince yourself oh, I'm only this age, I can't have this problem yet. Never, not true. My little brother was having knee problems when he was in middle school. Made a point of ordering extra pineapple on my pizza. Why? Why do you spit in the eye of God? He gave you something, one thing that was pure and whole in this world, and mankind chooses to defile it by putting pineapple on it. There's no wonder we don't deserve heaven. Is this still a Wuxia? This is basically Neo, but set in China. It plays pretty much like Neo with a jump button, which in a way is sort of like Sekiro. Time for Wo Shlong. Let the bad jokes flow in, chat. I sense them coming. What time period is it? I don't know. I think it might be in the Three Kingdoms era or something. I'm not too familiar with Chinese history. My weaknesses in history. Don't know yet how it happened, and picking up paper 3 years ago at a girl's, and that was a funny day, huh? Yeah, sometimes it a back injury like that happens because you turn around too fast. It's weird, man. Spines are very delicate things. But if you're having issues with it, go get it checked out. Don't sit on it. Which is just Japanese wuxia, I mean, okay. You never beat Neo. I've played the first two, meaning I played both of them. Only two in existence. Fallen off to moving. I don't know what that means. Well, will the British what? Be in this game? Highly doubtful. I don't think they were considered British at this time. This was the Three Kingdoms era was a very long time ago. Sometimes people forget just how old China is, as a country and history. But then again, if you do, the Chinese will usually remind you of it. There's two things I like to bring up. One, you must respect the 1.5 billion of China and not hurt their billings. And you must respect that it's got over 2,000 years of history. You will walk away from any conversation knowing those two facts. Always tighten my hamstrings because after having hip surgery when I was 6, so my steel... are you allowed to work out your hamstrings? I actually just ordered a piece of equipment offline that lets me focus on hamstrings more. So I'm waiting for that to arrive. Tight hamstrings suck. What I have, yeah. It's one of the, what I'm getting is one of those things. It's you slip part of it under your door so you can have the other part sticking out, and you can use that to put under your legs, so you can then lean forward very, very slowly and very almost laterally to the floor. And you gotta hold yourself up with your lats or your hamstrings. I do try stretching, but it hurts a lot. Is it for Nordic hamstring curls? Like I said, they're not really curls. They're basically you're on your knees sort of, but not quite on your knees, and then you lean forward without as far as you can and as slow as you can until you fall. Sounds like Nordic. It might be, actually. I think it is a Nordic, actually. Yeah, it is Nordic. But I'm going to start working on those. Did the Vikings ever go to China, or was that a bit too far? I think that was a bit too far for them. I think the Vikings never went much further than... like, they went into the Mediterranean and traded with, like, Middle Easterns and Europeans there. I don't know if they ever went around Africa or not. I don't think they'd ever, rounded Africa, which is kind of important for getting to China back in those days. They may have traded with, like, people who traded with China along the Silk Road, though. Asian countries are crusty-ass old Marco Polo showed up in the 13th century, 3 kingdoms, like, 3rd century and Western dating, pretty much. Game's not going so hot on Steam. I believe that's because the Steam port is clunky. This is the PS5 version, though, so I took that into account. But you know what? If the PC port is shit, I'll just play the PS5 version. Also, how loud is this game's music right now? Too overpowering or what? Should be fine. Let them chant. Sure. I mean, I am. Okay, which did I have my... This song is it HDMI 2? There it is. Just caught up with the Atomic Heart ending, so another glove betrayal, and he wins kind of sucks, yeah. But I was kind of expecting a downer of an ending, given it's a Russian game. We're not really too used to that as gamers, since there hasn't really been that many games that have come out of Russia. So we're not used to, like, how they like to end their games on, like, a downer. Or, like, their stories on a downer. Don't trust gloves. Yeah, at least in games for 2023. If a glove or something on your arm talks to you, it's sus. Gloves be winning. What's up, Minzy? How you doing? Hope you had a good stream today. If you streamed, that is. I left. How did Atomic Heart end? The glove betrayed us, turned into a big monster, killed that other guy, then left us for dead. And roll credits. Apparently it wants to, like, destroy all humanity, so they're leaving that open for their DLC storyline, I guess. Don't do spicy things. You would... I'm not stupid enough to ever have a glove on. Wait, you like when I'm doing that, anyways. No more sex fridge? No more sex fridge. Well, like I said, it might show up in the DLC. If you're that hard on for it. Man. You can listen to dirty ASMR and get the same experience. You don't have to wait for, like, the sex fridge, you realize. It's out there. Streamed last night, 2 4+ hour sessions. Damn, that is a grind. One was Destiny 2, the other was my gal pal, and I played Sons of the Forest for the first time. Squealing like idiots and wildly swinging and knocking each other down. Sounds like a good time. I'll wait till that game gets finished. I made the mistake of playing The Forest when it first came out in early access, and I couldn't get into it, and then I just never really cared to come back. Using my clown emote, but I'm not even being a clown right now. Being serious. According to a quick search, this game takes place during the end of the Han Dynasty. At the same time, I believe Rome is about to enter its downfall. Okay, that gives me an idea. Ended up killing off the NPC and did not. I mean, you can. It just means you won't have someone to collect stuff for you anymore. Right, I don't really need this wire here. Where's Lu Bu? I don't know if Lu Bu is in this game. But then again, is there a particular reason that anytime you have, like, a game set like feudal China, they hype the fuck out of Lu Bu? Or at least, I know it's a Dynasty Warriors thing, but is he like a cultural Superman or something? I know nothing about the guy other than that if he's in a video game, he's to be feared. Alright, so, hold on a second. Let's take a look. Oh, well, I forget I'm not playing this on PC, so graphic settings are going motion blur disabled, please. Pages there. Need an emote that is like a no smoking sign, but it says blur, motion blur on it. Not a bad idea. But yeah, it's hard to make text work in an emote. Go speaker name with subtitles. Alright, I guess we're good. Alright. We get like a, I want a game that is really just like Kung Pao Enter the Fist, where it's meant to be cheesy and funny. Can we get that made? Someone? Anyone? I think there's one like it? I've never seen it.
Elixir. The secret of the eternal path, a prize sought by the sovereigns of old.
Pretty sure that was just Mercury, bro. I know enough about Chinese history to know they really love their fucking Mercury.
Emperor of the Qin, who lusted for immortality.
Hey, thank you for the gift sub, Paul.
The result of his quest to obtain the forbidden medicine was a catastrophe. The elixir's power proved overwhelming. And in the years following the dynasty's demise, it continued to exert a shadowy influence on conflict and political machinations.
Lubu kept changing sides, but people kept trusting him, for real, in history.
Many moons pass, and the Han Empire faces its final days.
Well, Rome started trading with China. Yeah, they had an embassy in China, actually.
Once again threatens to become the catalyst that awakens the dragons lying dormant.
Chance we could run into a Roman dude? Pretty interesting.
Land.
I mean, they did have, like, some interesting characters show up that were historically accurate in Neo. God damn, we got the hell crickets here. People trusted Heracles. So I can use the actual accurate name. He was mentally ill. He also wasn't real.
Bear witness to the power of your younger brother.
I think that guy might be evil. Something about his drip.
Bring prosperity for all.
Also, is this game too loud for you guys? Oh wow, I don't like the implications of that. It was a harsh time, Chan.
Militia soldiers!
Okay, I'm gonna vomit if you don't get out of this first person mode. Oh well. I think I might be a little dead. Maybe they're just wearing suspicious looking drip. Oh, this, I just put it on. I threw it on out the, Oh shit, I just realized I forgot to put my stuff in the dryer. Once this cutscene ends, I gotta go do that. Are they gonna that's how we get our immortality? Guy gave us an amulet. It's just that
Thank you for saving me. I'm glad you've recovered from your injuries.
I'm blind for a very specific plot reason. Got anime dub level? Yeah, well Neo 2 was like that as well. It's a shame they can't do like they did with Neo 1, where they had the actual, like when they had Japanese characters speak Japanese, and then you had the main character who was just, English, or Irish, and he spoke English. Why they can't do, well, I guess the entire game would be in Chinese then. Alright, I'll be right back. I gotta go put some clothes in the dryer real quick. Forgot about that. Okay, I'm back. Chat, I developed a personality test for you. Are you the type of person who washes clothes to a schedule regularly, or do you wait until you've run out of stuff to wear and then wash everything all at once? Right, base. Oh, look at that. Oh, I see. I think I'm a type 1 actually. At least a load a day. The idea of washing clothes every day to me is like, ugh. I kind of like wait until like I've used up at least all my shirts. Let's see, appearance template. Oh, we can be pretty boy. Or we can be a wrestler. You can play Sting? Yeah, he's like Chinese Sting. No, I don't really feel like making too much of a character, so I'll probably just go with that. Personal pronouns. Okay, is that gonna come up in the game? I didn't know ancient China was so, you know, progressive. A stance? Well, I've never seen us. Do you? Well, we can decide the angle our feet point in when we're standing still. I like a wide stance, thank you. Skin color. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I think we'll go with that one. Is your dick curvature? I don't think we get it. This ain't Cyberpunk, man. You don't get control over that one. Or maybe. Wow, hold 2 options? I can get your smooth, glistening and smooth. Or I can get I've been through some shit, look. I don't know, the glistening and smooth, number 2. Your dad has discovered YouTube and is watching a lot of... Wow, he took his sweet time, didn't he? Yeah, we're not going to be making too many changes. I'm fine with the way the game... I mean, he's going to be wearing helmets the entire game anyways. Oh, we actually can make changes to the fish. See, I'm never good at these when they put all these sliders in. I always make it like an abomination. And I never end up caring. Combined adjustments. Oh, okay, we can make him like 25 to 30, it looks like. Go for right there. My wrinkles? We don't want him to look too good, you know? See, this is why I'm glad I don't smile. I don't get these things. My face remains in constant, like, I don't feel things kind of mode. So my face is all, like, nice and smooth. Oh, Dad, thank you for the 25 months, man. Laugh line. Okay, it's all good. My eyebrows. So many options. Jack and Hercules was my. I'm glad I'm not the only one. Go with that. I have very deep smile scars. I like I said, my face is kind of like, I guess because I don't really animate my face too much, it stays kind of like as it is. It doesn't change much either. Eyebrow height, yeah. Eyebrow depth, I'm good. Eyebrow spacing, looks fine to me. Inner eyebrow, okay. Yeah, I don't really feel like changing any of that. Eyes. Oh, we can give him sus eyes, like, I like these. They have a. I like the sleepy eyes. Do you know any interesting Chinese history, or do you? Yeah, I know very little about Chinese history actually. I have a better idea of like modern Chinese history from like starting around like the British Opium War times, but before that it's kind of a void. Only like very general knowledge. Yeah, I like this. I like the sleepy eyes. What do you think of the other upcoming Chinese game, Black Myth Wukong? I'm interested in it. But I'll wait and play it because the developer doesn't exactly. It could end up being like Atomic Heart, where it's like a nice world, but I mean, not that Atomic Heart was bad, but it's hard to say about a game like that. Like, I'm hoping it ends up good. Tear through bulge? What is a tear through bulge? Let's leave it at 4. I don't know what it does. Devs of Wukong are apparently sexist. What? What did they do? They just come out like a comment like, also, we want you to buy our game when it comes out and fuck women. I must have missed that part. But there is a lot of misogyny in throughout Asia. That's actually not too uncommon. Oh, green eyes, blue eyes, red eyes, cat eyes. I don't know. We'll go blue. It's actually the thingy below your eyes, so like if you have bags under your eyes or something. Nose. Like that one. Dev says they needed no female players. Kind of weird. I guess they aren't. Do they not want females to buy the game? Like I don't know much about Chinese female gamers out there, but I'm assuming they probably might be interested. The butt of Chinese history that blew my mind is that Vietnamese and the Thai originate from southern China around Shanghai and Hong Kong, and the Han Chinese, I guess, forced them to migrate to their modern borders in ancient times. Also, Polynesians probably originated from Taiwan. All I know is that when it comes to Vietnam and China, it is, not exactly a peaceful history. Yeah, we're really only gonna focus on taking presets. I don't want to like mess with the dials tonight. Big dick sucking lips or first. Like he's always like I don't want to say what I'm thinking. Yeah, I think we'll stick with the OG. Regardless of how many women play video games, it won't shock you to learn that the majority of female characters are played by male characters. Well, I'm aware of this fact. When is a game gonna give me the one? Has any game ever given you the option of like to adjust like the chin butt or give your character one of those, like a little dimple in your chin? Has that ever been an option yet? Because it's sorely missing, if so. Also, chat, I got a really nice Filtrum depth, whatever. Or Filtrum, I guess it is. A little, you know, thing under your nose. Those are nice. Chin butts not allowed. I wish I had a chin butt, but no, nope, don't have one. Laundry, I already did it. Yeah, I ran into that before I got into the this hairstyle, base hair. Not a bad look. A lot of pages of hairstyles though. Please meme hair. Meme hair. It's all just like regular styles. Like, well, you want that? Don't think so. We have the Goku here though. Or maybe this is more like the Vegeta. I think I'll just stick with the base. Oh, actually, you can choose bangs separate from it. Okay. Maybe we can give him better bangs. Old advert for a Zelda game was save the girl or play like one. Can you imagine? Well, that's nothing. The marketing for Daikatana was like John Romero was gonna make you his bitch. Oh, yes. I can see to fight my enemies well. We'll go with the classic rogue-looking hairstyle. Hide hair or not? That's not my child here in the background, that's my neighbor's. Adds a little bit of extra hair. I like this one that has the wispy, going back. Remember when Crash went to Nintendo of America headquarters and talked shit about Mario? I remember those commercials, actually. Hair color. I think I'll just stick with black. We can get frosted tips. Frosted tips in this day and age. Funny how I was just watching the game Sins on YouTube, then you mentioned you're having fun streaming The Quarry on Twitch. The Quarry? Yeah, that was like last year, but hey, I'm glad you're here though. Oh, in the video that I mentioned I was streaming. Okay. I'm glad you decided to come and check it out. I also put announcement videos on YouTube, but I don't think YouTube does a very good job of showing those off. What color can we make the frosted tips? Now they're truly frosted tips. Goku was real, confirmed. Well, you found his skeleton? My god. We've been looking for that for... I'm gonna go with, like, the frosted tip look. We will shrink the area, though, a bit. Too much. It needs to be proper tips. There we go. Hair gradation? Oh, okay. Okay, now we just made it look like he's going gray earlier. Highlights. And now, that don't look right. Gray hair? No, he's already got enough. Oh, they really go in depth on the hair here, if you want to. Facial hair. No, thank you. Makeup. No, thank you. Eyeshadow, eyelashes, lipstick, blush, teeth blackening. Yeah, I just fucked my shit up, fam. Oh, we can give ourselves, like, fangs, okay. Or just like, yeah. You know, I don't want him to have a pretty smile. I want him to, like, looks like he's been eating, like, rocks. Light, teeth oh, shit, not, okay. Now he just looks like he goes to, like, ICP concerts. Is ICP still a thing? By the way, I have not thought about them in a while. Body type. Head size, that looks all good. Neck length, shoulder width, body size, muscle definition. Fucking shredded. Shred my shit, man. Shred me like a fucking cabbage. Well, wait. We could do like one of those before-after pictures like you see on all those really cringy clickbait YouTube fitness videos. Like, you see them, right? Like, oh, like, fix this in just 2 weeks. And then you like, get the next one, it's like that. Because he's basically stopped drinking water for like a couple days to like get dehydrated. So you go, yeah, clearly someone who's in very good shape who like just, bloated themselves with water, then like cut water for like 2 days and ended up like that. Those kind of images, yeah. We're gonna go with like, I'm just like dehydrated mummy look. Maybe not quite that much. And he's gonna have a little bit of body fat on him. Don't like the striations there, Just enough to be cut. Chest size? Bigger pecs? Smaller pecs? Body, what was left? Body accessory. Oh, a tattoo. Oh, I've always wanted a tattoo that makes me look like the back of a cereal box maze. Like, can you felt Captain Crunch reach the end of the maze and just takes off your shirt? We'll put like, the scar here, like a monster attacked him. His teeth are like that because he listened to the last dentist. The Last Dentist. Now that's a movie title for you. An accessory. Okay, I just want the one little scar on his chest. Is it just me, or do I hear no difference between these voice samples? I cannot tell a difference. Alright, whatever, go with that one. Oh, we can't change the pitch, though. Whatever. Alright, I think we're done. Sounds like the ending of every blood level. Want my entire left arm and leg tattooed by the time I'm 50? Well, wait, get that sleeve now while you can. These are all don't worry, he's not a talking main character. In one Dynasty Warriors game I played, I killed 500 people in one mission with a girl who uses a flute as a weapon. Historically accurate, by the way. Also, Sinner Eater. I like the name and welcome to the chat. Alright, I think we're ready to begin. I've spent enough time, creating my character. We're ready to save China.
Finally. After all this time.
Yeah.
My wish
He's like, I'm gonna lick you up.
fulfilled.
You looking like a snack, boy.
As long as we have you, victory is still possible. Consider that a talisman of protection. It may just save your life one day.
I think it just did, because I died.
I cannot allow this travesty to continue. Let us depart.
You know what? The word tragedy in ancient days of China, or like throughout Chinese
Take this.
history, I mean, it's hard to determine
sure it
which
will
one is
prove
worse, because like every one of them ends with like a few hundred million people. Or at least several million people dying of starvation, usually. Boy, that's a big sword you got there. Alright. So, unlike Neo, no more stances like in that game. That's my strong attack. My parry. My jump. Okay, that's my special move. And that's block. R2 currently does nothing. D-pad currently does nothing. Okay. Well, it definitely controls better than Stranger of Paradise. In fairness, homosexuality was more open in ancient China than now. One emperor had to have his wife dress as a eunuch and save her head just to have sex with her. Damn, man, that's rough. What do you do in that situation? Well, I guess in that situation, if you're talking about the emperor, you just do what he wants, but... Poor lady. Also, just because the emperor might have been gay as fuck, doesn't mean it was common throughout the people there. I don't know. The emperors and kings can usually get away with whatever the fuck they want. Alright. No one's come out to kick my ass yet. Normal attack, spirit attack, triangle. Normal attacks are fast and can easily increase your spirit. Spirit attacks are slower but deal more spirit damage, which can reduce the enemy's spirit gauge. Furthermore, when you have positive spirit, you can consume the surplus spirit to increase damage. You will not falter during attacks and will penetrate the enemy's guard. So every weapon will have its own spirit attack, and that is a... Oh shit, didn't even see that guy. Basically, like triangle is your weapon art.
I was right in trusting you. I don't think
Where they're
we will
not
be
using
able
the
to pass
triggers
through
for
this
the
way.
combat in one of these kind of games. Like that, they didn't want to take that element from Dark Souls. Wonder if gayness is correlated with social... I don't know. I think it's like, you know what? I don't think it's like coordinated with anything. It's like, you know what? I'm just kind of into that.
Perhaps if we can climb past that watchtower.
Oh, well. Let's scale that one. I know they want me to go over there. I'm just looking around first. It said more open. It was like Roman rules. You're as long as you're not the bottom, huh? There's an ancient Indian mythological king who managed to get his wife pregnant by dominating a man as a woman. Use that info. Hey, what do you mean use that? Is it well like, hey, use this in any way you want? An implication there. So, the problem I've always had with Neo games is they're fucking loot crazy. There's like everything drops loot and you're constantly having to switch things up for like higher numbers. I've become to really dislike a game if it goes overboard with that. Alright, let me try parrying. They just did reverse cowgirl. Always a good position. You're screaming over what? I'm really confused. Where is the communism? This is before communism existed. Deflect. Circle plus left plus ratio plus circle right after receiving enemy attack. Dodge. Circle, circle, left plus circle, circle quickly. Using circle will allow you to redirect your enemy's attack. Timing this action to meet enemy attack not only allows you to redirect the attack, also lower the enemy's spirit and shrink the lower enemy of the spirit gauge. At the same time, will increase your own spirit. Press circle, circle to dodge and put some distance between your enemies. So deflect and dodge. Okay, when you gonna give me my? Oh, I've got healing pots. Never mind. There we go. Isn't this what their talking cat was about on South Park? Wo Long Johnson. I don't think that was a reference. Oh, don't think it was. Don't you feel bad for killing peasants? These are not peasants, these are like raiders that burned this place to the ground. I don't think this peasant village that they're burning had anything to do with them wanting to break away. It's like, hey, you know what would be cool? Take everything these people own. How would we do that? I don't know. I'm assuming that is like a shortcut. Whatever, go check and see what I did. Okay, that's just a shortcut so you can get back up there. I don't really need it, there's no reason to go back this way. Maybe I'm psychopath, but I would actually really enjoy playing a realistic Viking conqueror. I mean, I've played worse things in video games before. Or like I've did worse things in video games.
Underestimating an enemy with high morale is certain to end badly for you.
Your 0 rank affects your combat power. Likewise, an enemy with a high morale rank is more dangerous. Threat level 0, if they're at level 5, then you're fucked. Raiders clad in yellow are members of the Yellow Turbans, which were a cult in China that wanted to take over. I think I've actually heard of them. No stealth option, huh?
This is barbaric. So the Yellow Turbans won't even stay their swords for the elderly.
Nope. Dabbled enemy for psychological warfare. I just did. Character menu. Equip 2 types of melee weapon. Oh, wow, they're really using the same. God damn, they have not changed anything since Neo 1. Oh, we can dress like them. Maybe they won't attack. I'm guessing the game has weight and you won't want to put too many weapons on though. Oh no. How do I switch to it? R2 plus up and down. Weapon doesn't have weight, only armor. Okay, in Neo, the weapons had weight too. How many games now have they used this same concept that they came up with Neo to make a game? There's Neo 1 and 2, And well, this is the fourth thing because Shadow is Strangers in Paradise was one as well. All right, we'll try out the big ass fucking pole arm. Enemy critical blow. Deflect against critical blow. An enemy will wind up to perform a critical blow which cannot be blocked with guard. Taking damage from a critical blow will lower your morale rank by 1. If you redirect an enemy's critical blow, the power of the deflect increases and you can significantly break the enemy's stance and recover your negative spirit. Alright. Let me see that again. When you see the little spark flash, that's when you hit the, parry.
The Turbans were mostly peasants who suffered from political corruption and natural disasters. Yet, they have deteriorated into mere bandits that prey on others.
What do you guys think of the game so far, huh?
Whatever could have changed them to this extent, I wonder.
The Turbans was a peasant revolt by the disenfranchised and local government. Yeah, but I think still a lot of people died. You don't get like a revolution or anything uprising in China throughout the ages without a couple million death toll. It just doesn't happen. Get another piece of item. Oh well, that is better. So the drip is worse, but sometimes you go with what you gotta go with. It's Neo. I say Neo. Neo. It's based on that. That's your save point. Just coming back to it after a couple months. I'll also thank you for the bits, by the way. Level up. Affects HP and the amount of spirit. Fire virtue. Earth virtue. Metal virtue. Okay, one of these. Affects HP and amount of spirit loss when attacked. Affects the amount of spirit gain when attacking and the amount of spirit consumed by martial arts. Earth. The equipment weight limit. Metal virtue. Okay. Affects the duration of high level magic. Water. Affects how easily enemies can detect you and the amount of spirit consumed when deflecting. We'll have our fire virtue real quick. Next amount of spirit gain when attacking, the amount of spirit consumed. Game's audio is muffled, but your audio is the game's audio is muffled. Is anyone else having that issue? I mean, it shouldn't be. It's coming through my speakers just fine. Did you drop any frames a bit ago? We got some buffering. I'm not noticing any. 0 drop frames. But it could be. Sometimes it doesn't always show up if you drop frames. Plus, it's very windy where I'm at right now, so if my stream dies, you know, don't panic too much. It ain't the best quality. I wonder what the fuck's the problem then.
I hope my family is still alive and well, wherever they are.
Well, if it's muffled, guess what? I'll turn on subtitles for you. There you go. Tilt slightly, fatal strike from the rear. Oh, so I can just walk slowly, huh? Lightning and a snowstorm for me? No, just a lot of wind.
Tread carefully.
that way. Hey yo, is that Sasuke dub voice actor? I don't know. I never watched the Naruto
We shall
dub.
have to find another way around.
Isn't that like, I don't know. Who is that then? I don't know. You tell me. It sounds like they have added a lot of anime voice actors to the game. You can do like jump kills. Yeah, there we go. Yuri Lowenthal? Okay, it might be. Ow. Sneak attack. Much smaller flag than the other ones I put up. How's the performance on the PS5 so far? It plays just like Neo, pretty smoothly. It's the PC version, it's apparently shit. Why is that? You know what? It's just a bit of trend recently that PC ports have been bad, really bad recently.
In truth, I ended up in this village after fleeing from the brutalities of war. My father, who worked for the government, passed away, and I became separated from the rest of my family. I long for the day when I can find them, and we can be together once more.
Wear your heart out, man. Let it all go. Let me check this little place down here I saw. Good news, the rain and snow from the past 2 weeks means that California is no longer in drought. We are in unusual dryness. Well, how long will that last, though? I mean, you needed like constant rain to end a drought.
How have such unworldly things found their way here?
Oh shit. This one might be a bit tough. Maybe I can get a sneak attack. Oh, it's level. Okay, we're not fighting that. That's 15. Will get slaughtered. Yeah, go get him, man. Why is its morale so high? I mean, I did just, well, you know, I did just have a save point right here, so maybe I should go give it a shot. Where was my save point? Yeah, we'll give it a shot. What's the, well, let me go use up these points to level up, then we'll go fight it. Earned a wizardry spell point for each of your 5 phases. Whatever the hell that means. Following feature has been unlocked. Wizardry spells. Calls down a bolt of lightning and a locked-on target. Okay, or decreased automatic recovery during low spirit and decreases automatic depletion during. I want to get lightning. All right, not that boring shit. All right, how do I select? How do I like put it on myself? Set wizardly spells. Okay. Alright, wizardry spells. R2 plus square, triangle, R2 plus space buttons. Cast a mystic technique of the eternal way by consuming spirit. Each spell is a required morale ranked cast. You will not be able to use a wizardry spell when your spirit gauge is in the lower limit. This game is like a lesson on depression, isn't it?
Of your caliber shall have little difficulty mastering wizardry spells.
Yeah, that's... Oh yeah, I forgot. Enemies respawn when you go back to those. Alright, I mean, we do have this guy helping, so maybe we can take the tiger out.
protect you from further harm. Tend to your wounds while you can.
Fuck you, cat. No, 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 no. You know this lightning doesn't do a lot of fucking damage. Get his attention. Fucking you. First death. First official death. It feels good to get it, you know? Exactly. You will lose your morale points and half of your genuine chi when you are killed by an enemy. The morale rank of the enemy that killed you will increase. You gain your lost genuine ki morale points by defeating the same enemy. Enemy is a boss, you regain them by challenging them once again. However, if you die again before regaining them, lost genuine ki morale points will disappear forever. Ki is G. Then why don't we spell it as CH? Why do we put a Q in there? I've known it's a thing, but it always trips me up because my English speaking mind sees it and wants to call it key. Now let's take another crack at the tiger. Oh, now he's level 16 in morale. Tiger, tiger, tiger.